Welcome to the third video in our series on UPSC Prelims 2024 Solved Polity Questions. This video covers 5 questions with explanation and a quick summary of the solution and its related concept after each explanation to help you prepare better. Make sure to watch all videos in the UPSC PYQ's Solved playlist to cover all questions. Happy learning! Our first question asks about the composition of the Northeastern Council, or NEC. The Northeastern Council, NEC, was established by the Northeastern Council Act, 1971. Subsequent to the amendment of NEC Act in 2002, the Council comprises which of the following members? Options are 1. Governor of the Constituent State 2. Chief Minister of the Constituent State 3. 3 members to be nominated by the President of India 4. The Home Minister of India. Select the correct option. The correct answer is option A, 1, 2, and 3 only. The NEC is composed of the governors and chief ministers of the 8 Northeast states, 3 members nominated by the President and the Chairman, who is also nominated by the President. Here is a quick summary of the NEC's composition and key changes, highlighting the inclusion of SICM after the 2002 amendment and the new provision for presidential nominees. Question 2 asks you to consider statements about the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. Options are 1. Provisions will come into effect from the 18th Lok Sabha. 2. This will be in force for 15 years after becoming an act. 3. There are provisions for the reservation of seats for scheduled castes women within the quota reserved for the scheduled castes. Which statements are correct? The correct answer is option C, 2 and 3 only. Statement 1 is wrong, because the Act states that reservation for women will come into effect only after the first census conducted following the commencement of the Act, and the subsequent delimitation exercise based on that census. Statement 1 assumes that the provisions will automatically apply from the 18th Lok Sabha, 2024 to 2029. But in reality, the 2024 elections, 18th Lok Sabha, were held before the next census and delimitation. Therefore, the reservation cannot be implemented in the 18th Lok Sabha. It will only apply after delimitation based on the next census, expected after 2026, which means from the 19th Lok Sabha onwards, 2029 elections. This quick summary shows that the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam 2023 reserves 33% of seats for women and is effective after the next census and delimitation with a duration of 15 years. Our third question concerns a writ of prohibition. A writ of prohibition is an order issued by the Supreme Court or High Courts. 2 options are A government officer prohibiting him from taking a particular action. B. The Parliament/Legislative Assembly to pass a law on prohibition. C. The lower court prohibiting the continuation of proceedings in a case. D. The government prohibiting it from following an unconstitutional policy. The answer is option C. A writ of prohibition is issued by the Supreme Court or High Courts to lower courts, tribunals, or quasi-judicial bodies. It directs them to stop proceedings in a case that is beyond their jurisdiction or being conducted in violation of law. It is essentially a preventative writ. It prevents an inferior court from exceeding its authority. This writ is not for administrative agencies, statutory authorities, private individuals, or enterprises. Here is a quick summary table outlining the 5 writs in the Indian Constitution, including who issues them, to whom, and their explanation. Let's learn a bit more about writs, as they are an important part of our Constitution. Writs are written orders issued by the Supreme Court, Article 32, or a High Court, Article 226, to remedy violations of fundamental rights. There are 5 kinds: habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto, and certiorari. This chart compares the features of Article 32 and Article 226, noting differences in authority, purpose, scope, and limitations. Question 4 asks you to consider statements about scheduled tribes. 1. It is the governor of the state who recognizes and declares any community of that state as a scheduled tribe. 2. A community declared as a scheduled tribe in a state need not be so in another state. Which statement is correct? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Statement 1 is wrong. The President of India, not the governor, has the power to notify a community as a scheduled tribe under Article 342 of the Constitution. The governor may make recommendations, but the formal declaration is made by the President, and any change requires a law passed by Parliament. Statement 2 is correct. Scheduled tribe status is state-specific. A community recognized as scheduled tribe in one state may not be recognized as scheduled tribe in another. This summary details the process of declaring a community as a scheduled tribe, from identification by the state government to final declaration by the President of India. Our final question relates to the Union budget. Statement 1 says the Union Finance Minister, on behalf of the Prime Minister, lays the annual financial statement before both the Houses of Parliament. Statement 2 says at the Union level, no demand for a grant be made except on the recommendation of the President of India. Which statement is correct? The answer is option B, 2 only. Statement 1 is wrong. The annual financial statement, AFS, i.e., the Union budget, is laid before Parliament by the President of India under Article 112 of the Constitution. In practice, the Finance Minister presents the budget in the Lok Sabha on behalf of the President. Statement 2 is correct. Under Article 113 of the Constitution, demands for grants can be made only on the recommendation of the President. This ensures executive responsibility and parliamentary control over finances. This quick summary table reviews key financial terms, detailing the relevant articles, who initiates them, and their purpose. It is important to know the role of the Rajya Sabha in financial legislation. The Rajya Sabha can discuss the budget, but has no power to vote. Rajya Sabha has no role in demand for grants. Voting on demands for grants is the exclusive power of the Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha can discuss the appropriation bill, but cannot reject or amend it. The Rajya Sabha can discuss the finance bill and give recommendations. These recommendations are not binding. The Lok Sabha may accept or reject them. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you learned something new today. Please subscribe to this channel for more informative videos.